Hey there, everyone. So we are back with Coke Studio Bharat again. Last time we listened to Gijaga Haki from Coke Studio Bharat and Sanjeet Hegde. I personally loved his work in that particular track. And today we are listening to a song from Gujarat. Aditya Gadhvi and Achint are the artists, and the track is called Khalasi. I don't know the meaning of it, what the word means, but we'll listen to the track and talk about it with all of you. Shall we?
Let's do it. All right, three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio Bharat. Subscribe now.
ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો નથી જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો
His voice always surprises me.
ગોતીલો નથી જે
Every
મજામાં
time.
ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો ઓ કાંઠેથી જા તું જા દરિયેથી જા તું જા કાંઠેથી જા તું જા ગોતીલો
And his mannerism is amazing. The presence.
દરિયેથી જા તું જા કાંઠેથી જા તું જા ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો એ વેવા દો જા વહીએ રેવા દો જા સહીએ વેવા દો હવે રેવા દો હવે નથી જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને એના સામને ઠેકાણા મને
The switch is so seamless.
એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને
Backing vocals.
તમે ગોતીલો
એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને એના સામને ઠેકાણા મને દઈ દો ને એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને
તમે ગોતીલો
ખેવૈયા ઓ ખેવૈયા ખંબોરે હાય હાય હૈયા નીકળી જા લઈને તું તારી નૈયા ખંબોરે હાય હાય અંબોરે હાય ખેવૈયા ઓ ખેવૈયા ખંબોરે હાય હાય હૈયા નીકળી જા લઈને નૈયા ખંબોરે હાય હૈયા
વેવા દો જા વહીએ રેવા દો જા સહીએ વેવા દો અહીં રેવા દો અહીં નથી જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને એના સામને ઠેકાણા મને દઈ દો ને એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને કહી દો ને એના સામને ઠેકાણા મને દઈ દો ને
ઓર જડેલું ન શોધે અને શોધેલું ન ગોતે એવો ખારવો ખલાસી ગોતીલો
Man,
અરે કિનારા
I would not talk so much, but I don't want to talk so much.
પણ માણસ એના માટે નથી સર્જાણો અરે ખારવો ખલાસી તો ઈ કહેવાય કે જે ફણીધર નાગ જેવા દરિયાની સામે ઉતરે અને ઉતરવું
The lyrics.
પડે કારણ કે કિનારે તો ખાલી પડે નાની નાની બગલીને નાના એવા સપનાની રેત વાળી ડગલીને તોફાનો તરાપ મારે હાલે સાવ આપી જાય તોય જેની હિંમત અને આમ નહીં આપે એવો ખારવો ખલાસી એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી એવો ખારવો ખલાસી
This is
એવો
the bass.
હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
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 ગોતીલો પોતાના જ દરિયામાં પોતાની જ ડૂબકીથી જાતનું અમૂલ મોતીલો
Nice line.
ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
ખેવૈયા
કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને
હાય હાય હૈયા
કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
લઈ જા નૈયા
તમે ગોતીલો એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
ઓ ખેવૈયા
કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને
હાય હાય હૈયા
કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
લઈ જા નૈયા
તમે ગોતીલો એવો કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
ઓ ખેવૈયા
કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને
હાય હાય હૈયા
કોણ છે ખલાસી મને
લઈ જા નૈયા
I love this layering of vocals.
ઓ ખેવૈયા
કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને
હાય હાય હૈયા
નથી જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા ધજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
Now, this,
ગોતીલો તમે ગોતીલો
the
Oh
sound
my
of
God.
sea waves in the background.
Oh my God. So this was on par in terms of energy, in terms of enjoyment for me as Kya Kare Kurumul. I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
the much I enjoyed and loved Kya Kare Kurumul in terms of energy, in terms of entertainment, enjoyment. Man, this is roof shattering. This, wow, wow. And the real magic in this particular track for me was the chorus singers.
Oh,
This that was the, I mean, nothing to take away from Aditya Gadhvi, but what I mean by the chorus vocalist being the real magic was the way they performed, the way they sang, the way they had smiles on their
smile
face,
on
the
the
way
face.
they were dancing along. You know, that was the entertaining part. Every time they came on, I had a smile on my face because the way they were enjoying it, the manner of
Mannerism.
enjoying was just brilliant. It was like they were actually enjoying it in real life. I don't know how to put it. There's this enjoyment while you perform something on the stage, but then there's an enjoyment while you are in a village setting and you're singing along with your friends and your family, and you are actually in it.
Feeling it, yeah.
You are in it, you are owning it, you are embodying it, you're living it. And this was living it. The way the chorus singer were dancing and singing, they were living it. And that's the magic. We always talk about that. So for example, we heard this Coke Tamil Urudi,
Urudi.
and in there Sanjay Subramanyam, he was singing with a smile. And we always talk about the mannerism, the confidence, the way you sing actually comes out in the vocals. If you're singing with a smile, right? If you're singing while living those emotions, it comes out in the vocals.
Naturally,
and
yeah.
and the enjoyment, the liveliness, the joyness was coming out of in the vocals from the chorus singers. And man, that's a magic for me. I enjoyed it so much.
Absolutely. You were on point regarding the chorus singers. I was also mentioning it during the videos that they were actually weaving that magic in this particular track. Interestingly, we recently listened to a song called Deora from Coke Studio Bangla, which was a recreated song that is played on boating festival. I'm forgetting the name of festival. It's Nauka Beach, I think, yeah, where sailors are singing various songs and enjoying their time. This obviously is not penned for a festival, but has a similar celebratory vibe to it. And I must say that I have established the liking for Coke Studio Bharat this season. I have listened to previous seasons as well. This song itself is probably a kind of song that I can't help it but appreciate the thought and the execution of the song.
Yes, yes,
The song is sung from a perspective of a sailor, right? And how gleefully, how exuberantly he
yes,
takes on life, and how he takes the ebbs and flows of the sea or river. He's just moving on with the flow, and every single element. It is a motivational song, and every single element was pointing towards it. The lyrics, the lead vocalist Aditya, the backing vocals. I mean, enough said by you. The beats, the guitar
the
riff,
arrangement, yeah,
the
yeah,
rhythms, every single thing was filled with optimism. Initially, when the song kicked off, it felt more like a Caribbean reggae beat that was being
yeah,
played,
yeah.
but it had that fun element and optimism through and through in this particular track. And each and every, even Aditya's vocals were brilliant. He was just showing his range, just lowering his voice, sometimes going really increasing the volume of his voice as well, going into the narration mode. Everything he did was done brilliantly in this particular track.
So you're on point. I think, as far as I know, Gujarat has the longest coastline in India of any states, right? And there's a huge fishing. I mean, there's a huge fishing industry, and there's a huge fisheries, right? A lot of fishermen. the whole culture was on display, and this is we were talking about recently. The culture, this is an exhibition of culture. Look at the wardrobe, like every single thing. The waistcoat,
Waistcoat.
Aditya was wearing, the attire, the female vocalists were wearing, right? The hairdo, the caps, even the jacket Achint was wearing. Right?
Wearing,
The
absolutely, absolutely.
exhibition of culture, right? And not only exhibition, but the essence of culture, right? So, so again, brilliantly done. So we went to Canada, we went to Kashmir, we are at Gujarat now, and each exhibition is so brilliantly captured and is in their essence. So even in Kya Kare Korimo, the setting was a wedding, right?
Wedding.
But the wedding that actually happens in Kashmir,
Kashmir.
the way it happens in Kashmir, right? The seafaring, the way it happens in Gujarat.
In Gujarat.
It's the way they have captured the essence, and this is done so well, so well. I think this particular Coke Studio Bharat season would stand out in terms of an encyclopedia, a documentary of cultures. That the way they are documenting it and showcasing it is brilliant.
Yeah.
Also the inclusiveness, no one is
Absolutely. I mean, we cannot commend enough Coke Studio Bharat's team for the boundaries they are trying to push, the way they are blending different flavors. You mentioned correctly. We listened to a Kashmiri track. We listened to Sindhi folk song. We listened to Punjabi
Takdeer.
track. Yeah, Takdeer, and then we moved to Punjabi track as well. Thus, Main Ki Pyar Vicho Kati Aaya, right? And then we had a Kannada song. We have now Gujarati song. So it helps break a lot of stereotypes as well that we have in our ignorant minds, and for that I must praise Coke Studio Bharat team. Even though the settings or the set design is probably not matching at the moment with Coke Studio Bangla, for instance, or for Coke Studio Bharat, but that's not the point, right?
That's not the point. Yeah, they are trying to do different thing. And Coke Studio Bharat is trying to do a slightly different thing.
Absolutely.
Right? Tamil. Let's take Tamil. I mean, we always appreciate how simple the
Simple.
sets are. At Coke Studio Tamil, even the wardrobes are very, very simple, down to
Very
earth.
simple, very simple.
Right, and we appreciate that we don't have distractions, the meaningless things, byproducts. The product, the main product is the song, the track, right, and also the exhibition.
Absolutely.
So the exhibition of the culture. So brilliant done. Now Aditya Gadhvi or Gadhvi?
I think it's
I'm not
Gadhvi,
sure. I'm
yeah.
not sure how to pronounce it correctly. But when I said that every time I hear his voice, it surprises me every single time. But in a pleasant way, right? I mean, I'm surprised at how amazing his voice is. And again, when we're talking about the presence, the performances, his performance on stage was coming out in his voice, but the way he was conducting himself, his presence was so amazing. The confidence with which he was living the track, right, and the interactions with the chorus, with the chorus vocalist, the interaction, the to and fro, such brilliance. I mean,
The way he
At-
went, into narration mode, just trying
Exactly.
to make an announcement. He was just living the character
Yes.
of the sea surfers, right?
I mean, every single thing was done brilliant. So on the megaphone, right? On the megaphone, it was done proper. The singing was done proper. The rap.
There was a rap
What can
bit.
he not do?
There was a rap bit too.
Right? So what can he know? Maybe with his voice, he would do really well with Kavali.
Definitely,
Right.
definitely. Yeah.
So
He would.
Yeah,
He would.
I mean, and lastly, I think the arrangement, everything was not overdone. Very simplistic from Achint. Some guitar section, some brilliant acoustics done by him. Right. The percussions
Percussions.
so well.
Percussions
The
were
percussions
on
were
point.
working so well. So the
Even
arrangement was
the bass
simplistic,
part.
but exactly, you're right. So it was very simple. Not, I mean, in terms of how it blended, how it supported the track, how it supported the music. Now, even in between the transitions, so when the Aditya passed the baton to the chorus singers, and chorus singers passed the baton back to
Back.
Aditya, right, and to Ashant, the gaps were filled so well by the arrangement.
Yeah.
This track from start to finish, everything was brilliantly done.
Yeah.
Again, I felt that this is at the same level for me, like top two right now. Kya Kare
Kya
Kore
kare
More,
kore
and
more.
man, I love that track so much, so much.
I never imagined that Takdir is gonna drop in the ranking of our favorite tracks. But in terms of experience, Takdir itself has a special place for us.
Takdir had Takdir had some elements here and there which were, extraordinary, exceptional. But as a whole, end to end tracks, this one and
And Kya Kare
end
Kare
to
More.
end done well. Man, the sophistication there in the Kya Kare Kore More, and the simplicity, the beauty and simplicity in this particular track.
Yeah.
Phew, so brilliance. Yeah, I don't have much to add, but
Let's conclude it here then.
overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, of course. Very, very cohesive track. Very brilliantly done. I don't know how many tracks are going to come from Coke Studio Bharat this season. Probably 10 or more than that. But we would be waiting for the next track to drop in. We have been a bit late on few Coke Studio Bharat tracks, but we will try to jump on as soon as we can. But let us know your thoughts around these particular tracks. What is missing? What you like the most? What part you actually enjoyed the most? And we needless to say, we read all the comments. So just let us know your
And
thoughts.
maybe educate
Yeah,
us if you're missing something.
yeah, of course, of course. But until next time, take care of
See
yourself.
y'all.
We'll catch up.
Bye bye.